Now at 10, they call it California dreaming, but many Californians are leaving.
They make up the highest number of new incoming residents to the Lone Star State.
Texas is a fabulous state, and those of us live here know why. Americans are packing their bags and coming to the Lone Star State.
Did you know that Texas is the most desirable state to live in? According to recent statistics, its population has grown by over 4 million people in just the last 5 years. That's more than any other state, and it's not slowing down. Major companies have made Texas their new home. Tesla moved its headquarters to the Austin area. Oracle, Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, and Charles Schwab also made the jump, leaving behind California's high taxes and regulations for Texas's business-friendly environment. And it's not just corporations. Celebrities are moving too. Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, and even Sandra Bullock now call Texas home. They're trading crowded cities for wide-open spaces, lower costs, and more freedom. Texas offers more than just economic opportunity. Here, family and tradition still mean something. This isn't a place of ever-changing trends or politics that swing too far one way. It's a state where people still value hard work, personal freedom, and timeless principles. Texas has become a symbol of prosperity, opportunity, and quality of life. From world-class healthcare to vibrant culture, from low taxes to booming job markets, it's no wonder more and more people are heading south. In this video, we're going to show you the top reasons why moving to Texas might be the best decision you've ever made. Whether you're retired, still working, or just dreaming of a better lifestyle, we promise you won't regret discovering what Texas has to offer. But before we start, here's a little question to entertain you. Which of these cities typically has the lowest average cost of living? A. El Paso, B. Austin, C. Dallas, D. San Antonio. Share your opinion in the comments and patiently watch this video till the end to find out the truth. Number 10. Taxes. One of the biggest financial advantages of living in Texas in 2025 is its tax policy. For retirees on fixed incomes, this can translate into thousands of dollars in savings each year. Texas has no state income tax at all. That means pensions, Social Security checks, 401k withdrawals, and IRAs are all fully exempt from state tax. In states like California, income taxes reach up to 13.3%, and New York climbs as high as 10.9%, especially with city surcharges. By contrast, Texas and Florida both stand at 0%, making them two of the most income tax-friendly states in the nation. That's just the beginning. Texas also has no estate or inheritance taxes, meaning residents can preserve more of their wealth for the next generation. In New York, the state imposes estate taxes on amounts above about $7 million. California and Florida have no estate tax either, but many other northeastern states do. For those thinking long-term about their families, Texas offers peace of mind when it comes to passing on property or savings. Now, this zero-income tax benefit comes with a trade-off: property taxes. Local tax rates in Texas average about $993 per $100,000 of home value, or roughly 2.0%. That's higher than Florida, which charges around $1,041 per $100,000, and California, where the average is about $841. New York's numbers vary, but suburban counties often exceed $1,300 per $100,000. Even so, Texas offers specific relief for those 65 and older. Seniors can apply for an additional $10,000 exemption on school taxes and may qualify for a tax freeze that locks in rates for as long as they stay in their home. These protections are designed to shield older residents from rising property values and prevent them from being taxed out of their neighborhoods. Sales taxes in Texas are moderate. The state rate is 6.25%, and local governments can add up to 2%, resulting in an average combined rate of about 8.2%. This is slightly below California's 8.7% and New York's 8.5%, but higher than Florida's 7.1%. Importantly, groceries and prescription drugs are exempt from sales tax in Texas. This is especially helpful for retirees who spend less on taxable goods than younger families. Looking at the overall picture, Texas residents in 2025 pay about 7.8% of their income in state and local taxes. That's significantly lower than New York's 13.6% and California's 11.0%. Even Florida, often praised for its tax structure, comes in slightly lower at 6.5%, but the combination of zero income tax, no estate tax, and senior property exemptions makes Texas stand out for long-term value. Before we dive deeper into this explosive story, please take a moment to hit that like button. It's a small action, but it helps YouTube's algorithm promote our videos to a wider audience. Number 9. Housing costs. For many Americans, housing costs are the single largest expense. In 2025, Texas continues to offer a major advantage in this category. Homes here are far more affordable than in coastal states, making it easier for retirees to downsize, relocate, or upgrade without financial strain. Let's start with Austin. The median home price here is about $580,000 as of April 2025. That's nearly double what it was in 2019, when it hovered around $295,000. Even with that surge, Austin still offers more space for the money. A $580,000 home in Texas usually means a large 3 or 4 bedroom house. In California, the same amount might only buy a small condo with no yard and heavy HOA fees. In Dallas, home prices are more moderate. The median cost is about $466,000 in the city itself. Across the wider metro area, it's closer to $395,000. Back in 2018, the same homes sold for around $260,000. That's a 70 to 80% increase. Yet Dallas remains far cheaper than markets like Los Angeles or New York City. In New York, the median home price reached $760,000 in 2023. A $450,000 budget in Dallas could secure a spacious suburban home, while in NYC, it might only buy a small co-op apartment. Now look at Houston. As of April 2025, the median home there costs around $345,000. This is dramatically lower than California's statewide median of $785,000. Even Florida's average is higher at $410,000. Home prices in Houston actually dipped a bit in 2023, offering relief after years of rapid growth. Today, retirees relocating from high-cost areas often find that they can buy twice the house for half the price in Texas. San Antonio offers the most affordable housing among major Texas cities. The current median home price is just $256,000. That's down slightly from last year and only about 25 to 30% higher than 5 years ago. In cities like San Francisco, where home prices average over $1 million, this kind of affordability feels almost unreal. Statewide, Texas homes average between $345,000 and $350,000. That's less than half of what homes cost in California. Compared to New York, the gap is still wide, especially when you factor in property sizes and taxes. With a $700,000 budget, a buyer in Texas can purchase a 3,000 square foot luxury home in a quiet suburb. That same amount in Los Angeles might not even cover a basic 2-bedroom unit. This housing advantage is one reason so many equity-rich homeowners from California and New York are flocking to Texas. They sell a small bungalow for $1 million, then buy something larger and better equipped in Texas for half that price. The extra funds go toward retirement, travel, or helping family. It's a financial win with a lifestyle upgrade attached. Even after the recent boom in Texas real estate, home values are holding steady. In 2024 and 2025, Austin's prices have remained flat, while Dallas saw a 5.9% increase. Unlike California and Florida, where prices spiked and then crashed, Texas has maintained a balanced market. It remains one of the few large states where housing is still relatively accessible. Our team needs your help. Subscribe to our channel to help more people learn the truth about current events. And now, we move on. Number 8. Economy and employment. Texas continues to attract people for many reasons, but one of the strongest is its economy. In 2025, the Texas economy is ranked second in the nation, just behind California, with a gross state product of about $2.6 trillion. If Texas were a separate country, it would rank as the 8th largest economy in the world, even ahead of Canada and Russia. That kind of scale brings strength and stability for everyone living here, including retirees. For older Americans, economic strength is more than a headline. Texas added over 37,000 jobs in April 2025 alone, pushing the total to more than 14.3 million non-farm jobs statewide. The unemployment rate sits at around 4.1%, better than California and New York, though a bit higher than Florida. What's keeping this engine running? It's the diversity of industries. Texas has long been a leader in oil and gas, but now it's also growing fast in renewable energy. In cities like Austin and Dallas, the tech sector is booming, while Houston continues to lead in healthcare and biotech. The Texas Medical Center is the largest of its kind in the world. Dallas is a key hub for finance and telecom. Meanwhile, aerospace and defense companies thrive across the state, including SpaceX in Boca Chica and Lockheed Martin in Fort Worth. Even agriculture and tourism remain powerful forces in the state's economic mix. This balance between sectors gives Texas a cushion when one industry slows down. For example, even if energy prices dip, healthcare and tech continue to drive growth. That resilience is one reason Texas outpaced national GDP growth in 2024, posting a solid 4.2% increase in the third quarter. Since 2020, Texas has also become a landing spot for large companies. At least 177 businesses moved their headquarters here between 2020 and 2025. Over half came from California, with others relocating from New York and Illinois. Major names include Oracle, Tesla, Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, and Caterpillar. Even Charles Schwab and AECOM made the move. The reasons are clear: lower costs, more space to grow, and fewer restrictions. Texas offers a business-friendly climate that attracts talent and capital alike. These corporate relocations aren't just good for the job market. They bring new amenities, more restaurants, better infrastructure, and a sense of vitality to local communities. Texas now leads the country with 53 Fortune 500 companies headquartered here. That puts it ahead of California and New York. Names like AT&T, ExxonMobil, Dell, and Toyota North America are proud to call Texas home. A strong economy also supports the state's financial health. Texas regularly runs budget surpluses and has built one of the largest rainy day funds in the country. This gives the state a buffer during downturns and ensures continued investment in infrastructure. While states like Illinois or New Jersey wrestle with deficits, Texas builds new roads, expands hospitals, and keeps services strong. Want to help us grow? Share our new video on X. Every share counts. Number 7. Migration and population growth. Texas is now the top destination for people relocating within the United States. In 2023, it officially surpassed Florida to become the #1 state for net population gains from migration. That year alone, about 612,000 people moved into Texas from other states, while around 478,000 moved out. This resulted in a net gain of roughly 134,000 new residents, not even counting those who arrived from abroad. The total population of Texas reached around 31.2 million in 2024. Most newcomers are coming from high-cost states. California alone sent about 94,000 people to Texas in 2023. New York, Florida, and Illinois are also major sources. Even though Florida gains many residents, nearly 50,000 Floridians moved to Texas that same year. Who exactly is moving to Texas? The average age of newcomers is around 32, based on recent studies. That means many are younger professionals or families with kids. Roughly 37% of new arrivals buy a home within their first year, a reflection of just how affordable Texas real estate remains. This signals long-term commitment, not just temporary relocation. Many buyers are escaping cramped living conditions in older cities and upgrading to spacious homes in Texas with yards and privacy. The cultural makeup of Texas continues to evolve. It's now one of the most diverse states in the country, with no ethnic majority. Roughly 40% of residents are white, another 40% are Hispanic, and the rest include growing Black and Asian communities. For older Americans, this means exposure to new traditions, events, and cuisines, along with strong community ties. Yet Texas maintains its unique identity. Whether you are from New York or California, you'll likely end up with a Texas flag on your porch within a year. Population growth has also helped boost property values, which is good news for homeowners. It brings an energy to communities that you can feel. New neighbors, vibrant local events, and a sense of possibility. Whether you're relocating for family, finances, or lifestyle, Texas is welcoming people from every corner of the country. What makes a place feel like home to you? Community, cost, or opportunity? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. Number 6. Quality of life. When choosing a place to live, quality of life matters just as much as cost. For many Americans, Texas checks a lot of the right boxes. It offers modern infrastructure, a warm climate, active communities, and plenty of space to enjoy life on your own terms. Texas is built for mobility. With wide highways and large interstates, getting around by car is easy. The Katy Freeway in Houston spans up to 26 lanes, and Dallas-Fort Worth has multiple ring roads to reduce congestion. While traffic does build up in cities like Austin and Houston, outside of rush hours, driving is smooth and reliable. For retirees who plan their errands during off-peak times, travel is usually simple and fast. Plus, parking is abundant almost everywhere. Safety is another key concern. Texas's overall violent crime rate is similar to the national average and lower than California's. Crime varies widely by neighborhood, but many suburban and rural areas are peaceful and safe. Cities like Plano and parts of Austin regularly rank among the safest large U.S. cities. Local law enforcement is visible and supported, and many communities have neighborhood watch programs. Climate is one of Texas's biggest draws. Winters are mild, with average December highs in the 60s in cities like Houston. You might wear shorts on Christmas. There's no snow to shovel, and most of the state enjoys long, sunny winters. The trade-off is the summer heat. July and August regularly hit the 90s or even over 100 degrees, especially in Central and South Texas. Air conditioning is essential, and outdoor activity is best kept to mornings or evenings during summer. Texas is also prone to extreme weather. The Gulf Coast faces hurricane risks, and North Texas sees occasional tornado warnings. Still, serious damage is rare for most residents, and infrastructure is improving. Since the 2021 power outage, the state has updated its energy grid and added new regulations to protect against future blackouts. One of Texas's greatest assets is its variety of natural landscapes. Whether you prefer pine forests in the east, desert mountains in the west, or rolling hills in the center, Texas offers scenery to match your lifestyle. There are 89 state parks, and retirees take full advantage of them. Fishing, birdwatching, golfing, and camping are all year-round possibilities. If the arts are more your style, Texas cities deliver. Houston has the second-largest theater district in the country. Dallas is home to world-class museums. Austin is famous for its live music scene. No matter your interests, there's plenty to explore without leaving the state. Would you trade freezing winters and tight living spaces for wide roads, warm winters, and plenty of elbow room? How important is climate, culture, or safety when choosing a place to live? Let us know in the comments. Number 5. Entrepreneurship. Texas is known for its business-friendly policies. It has no personal income tax and no corporate income tax either. Instead, it uses a modest franchise tax, which exempts smaller businesses and imposes a low rate on larger ones. Regulations are lighter than in many states, and setting up an LLC or getting a business permit is straightforward. This makes Texas more accessible for first-time entrepreneurs. That ease of doing business has created a booming startup scene. Austin has grown into a national tech hub, sometimes called Silicon Hills, where startups raised over $4 billion in venture capital in 2022 alone. Dallas is strong in fintech and telecom, while Houston is advancing biotech and energy innovation. Across the state, new business formation is rising fast. Between 2020 and 2022, business filings surged by 50%, showing how Texans turn ideas into action. Texas isn't just a place for young founders. Many successful entrepreneurs here are in their 50s or 60s, often starting businesses after long careers in corporate life. If you've spent decades building expertise, now might be the time to turn it into your own venture. Whether it's a consulting firm, a woodworking shop, or a boutique B&B, Texas has the infrastructure and customer base to support your idea. Costs matter, and Texas keeps them low. Commercial rents are lower than in California or New York, utility rates are affordable, and labor is more available. Whether you need engineers, tradespeople, or part-time help, Texas's growing workforce is a major advantage. If you're retired but still want to work part-time, you can structure your business to fit your lifestyle without stretching your budget. For franchise-minded retirees, Texas offers major opportunities. With a rapidly growing population and strong suburban development, demand is high for services from home repair to food and wellness. Many national franchise chains target Texas markets first when expanding due to the state's economic growth and consumer base. Importantly, starting a business in Texas is culturally encouraged. People tend to rally behind new ventures, shop local, and spread the word. There's less skepticism and more excitement. You'll often hear stories of neighbors becoming loyal customers or city officials helping navigate permits with a smile. In Texas, it's common to feel supported, not stifled, when launching something new. Texas's entrepreneurship boom is measurable. In the first quarter of 2023 alone, Texans launched around 136,000 new businesses, second only to Florida. From 2018 through 2022, Texas attracted more company headquarters than any other state, creating opportunities for partnerships and support networks across industries. Have you ever thought about turning your passion into a business? Share your thoughts in the comments. Number 4. Traditional values and culture. Texas blends tradition, community spirit, and cultural richness in a way that makes newcomers feel welcome almost right away. Faith and fellowship remain strong pillars of life in Texas. About 56% of Texans are active in organized religion, higher than the national average. Whether you're Baptist, Catholic, or non-denominational, there's a congregation for you. Churches aren't just places of worship here. They often double as social hubs. From senior travel clubs to community dinners, faith-based life in Texas offers both spiritual grounding and strong social ties. If you're someone who values patriotism, family, or self-reliance, Texas might feel like a perfect fit. It's a state where the Second Amendment is proudly supported. Nearly half of all households own firearms. Hunting, sport shooting, and outdoor traditions are part of everyday life. In many communities, respect for veterans and law enforcement is clearly visible, and while Texas cities are diverse, the surrounding suburbs and towns often reflect traditional American values that feel familiar and reassuring. Then there's the culture. Bold, flavorful, and filled with joy. Texas barbecue is legendary. From smoked brisket in Lockhart to ribs in San Antonio, trying different BBQ joints becomes a weekend tradition for many. And it's about more than food. It's a way to connect, to chat, to share a story or a laugh over a plate of slow-cooked perfection. Rodeos and country fairs are woven into the state's identity. Events like the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo draw millions each year. Whether it's bull riding or live country music, these gatherings offer fun for all ages. Many retirees volunteer at these events or simply enjoy the shows with grandkids in tow. From the Fort Worth stockyards to local county fairs, there's always something happening. Music is another passion in Texas, especially for those who love country, blues, or classic rock. Austin, the live music capital of the world, offers nightly shows. But even small towns have dance halls and community concerts. Places like Gruene Hall host multi-generational dances where retirees and college students share the floor. Whether you love to two-step or just want to enjoy good live music, you'll never run out of places to go. From Tex-Mex dinners to high school football games under the lights, the state's cultural life is active and proud, and thanks to its diversity, you'll find everything from Czech pastries to mariachi bands. The mix is uniquely Texan, where history and modern life walk side by side. Would you enjoy living in a place where neighbors are friendly, values are shared, and culture brings people together? What part of Texas life speaks to you most? Faith, food, music, or all of the above? Let us know in the comments. Number 3. Utility and living expenses. In Texas, ongoing expenses are refreshingly reasonable, and in many cases, cheaper than what you'd find in other large states. Let's begin with electricity. Texas manages its own power grid and leads the nation in energy production. As of 2024, the average residential rate here is about 14 to 15 cents per kilowatt hour, roughly 10 to 15% below the national average. Compare that to California, where rates hover near 32 cents, or New York, which averages over 20 cents. Even Florida is similar to Texas but lacks the same degree of provider choice. A typical household pays between $135 and $150 a month, which is reasonable considering the size of most Texas homes. Natural gas costs are also low, especially in areas like North Texas. Thanks to local production and short supply chains, heating your home during the mild Texas winter is quite affordable. Many homes use electric heat pumps, but in areas with gas service, costs remain comfortably below national averages. Fuel for vehicles is also cheaper. In May 2025, a gallon of gas in Texas averaged around $2.79 compared to nearly $4.75 in California. That difference adds up fast if you plan on traveling by car or RV in retirement. Water bills vary by location, but generally remain moderate. Suburban households might see water charges between $30 and $70 a month, which is competitive compared to many other regions. Texas has faced droughts, particularly in the West, but most areas haven't seen extreme water rationing like in parts of the Southwest. One surprising area where Texas excels is renewable energy. The state ranks first in wind power and second in solar. In 2023, more than 30% of the state's power came from these sources. That means if you install solar panels, you're tapping into a trend that's already driving down electricity costs statewide. While Texas doesn't have mandatory net metering, many providers offer credits for solar energy fed back into the grid. For retirees dreaming of independence, Texas is one of the best states for off-grid living. In fact, it ranked second in a national study on off-grid potential. The state's mix of abundant sunlight, land availability, and light regulations means you can build that self-sufficient homestead or ranch. Some properties include private wells, septic systems, and battery storage systems, making full or partial independence possible. Even in suburbia, it's easy to add a generator or install rooftop solar without facing the restrictions found in more regulated states. What part of lower daily expenses appeals to you most? Utilities, groceries, or fuel? Tell us in the comments. Number 2. Education and healthcare. Texas is home to some of the best medical centers in the world. In Houston, the Texas Medical Center stands out. It's the largest medical complex anywhere, with over 50 institutions and 21 hospitals. Facilities like Houston Methodist and MD Anderson Cancer Center serve millions of patients each year. For seniors facing serious illnesses, knowing you can receive cutting-edge treatment without leaving the state is a major comfort. Now, consider education. Texas is home to some of the best public universities in the country. The University of Texas at Austin and Texas A&M in College Station are both nationally ranked for research and academics. Beyond those, schools like Texas Tech, UT Dallas, and the University of Houston offer a wide range of programs. Community colleges are plentiful and often provide senior discounts or free auditing for older students. Want to learn painting or computer skills? You'll find a course for that. Organizations like the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute even offer non-credit classes designed just for seniors. Libraries across the state also enrich daily life. From Houston's downtown library to San Antonio's digital bibliothèque, public resources are available for lifelong learning. Towns big and small support reading groups, workshops, and community lectures. It's easy to stay engaged in Texas, both intellectually and socially. Texas's large and growing population supports a wide range of medical and educational services. If you need a rare specialist, odds are you'll find one in Dallas or Houston. If you're eager to expand your mind in retirement, you'll have many ways to do it. The energy of the state, fueled by a young, dynamic population, keeps new programs and innovations coming. Now it's time to find out the correct answer to the quiz. Which of these cities typically has the lowest average cost of living? A. El Paso, B. Austin, C. Dallas, D. San Antonio. The correct answer is D. San Antonio. Number 1. Downsides. No state is perfect, and Texas is no exception. While the Lone Star State offers a wide range of advantages, there are a few downsides that prospective residents, especially retirees, should consider. Fortunately, many of these challenges are being addressed thanks to strong local leadership and statewide initiatives. The summer heat in Texas is intense. In many areas, 100-degree days are common throughout July and August. For healthy adults, this is manageable with good air conditioning and planning. But for those with heat-sensitive conditions, the extreme weather can pose risks. In 2023, more than 300 Texans died from heat-related issues. Severe weather is also a consideration. Along the Gulf Coast, hurricanes remain a threat. Cities like Houston have invested heavily in flood control projects and are improving evacuation routes and emergency plans. The 2021 winter storm revealed vulnerabilities in the state's electric grid. Traffic congestion is a growing issue, especially in booming cities like Austin and Houston. Fast development has led to long commutes and urban sprawl. Public transit is limited, although new rail lines and toll roads are being added. Cities are also expanding trail systems for walking and biking. Property taxes are another consideration. Texas does not have a state income tax, but its local property taxes can be high. Cities, counties, and school districts rely on property levies to fund services. Rural healthcare access can be a concern if you are planning to live far from a metro area. While Texas cities have world-class hospitals, small towns may only offer basic clinics. The state is working to expand telemedicine and provide incentives for doctors to practice in rural regions. In emergencies, life flight services help close the gap. There are also minor lifestyle adjustments to consider. Insects, seasonal allergies, and air quality fluctuations in some metro areas may take some getting used to. That said, not all Texas cities are equally expensive. San Antonio, for example, has the lowest average cost of living among major cities in the state. From housing to groceries and healthcare, everyday expenses there are significantly more affordable than in places like Austin or Dallas. Finally, political and cultural differences may matter to some. Texas leans conservative, especially outside its big cities. That can be a plus for many, but those with different values might prefer areas like Austin or parts of Dallas where the atmosphere is more progressive. Every place has trade-offs, but in Texas, the downsides often come with solutions or at least options to work around them. Would you trade a little summer heat or property tax for no income tax and a larger home? Share in comments. Thank you for exploring the hidden corners of Texas with us. Click on the video you see on the screen to check out other hidden discoveries on our channel.